Welcome, lords and ladies, back to the realm. I am the Goat King, and today we're discussing curses in...
Emergency reactor shutdown.
What? No. Okay, that hasn't happened before. We don't appear to be in the drift anymore, and, well, half the ship is missing, but at least we're ejected into normal space. If I can get the computer running on battery power, we can call for help. That's weird. Our ship isn't the only one that was ejected. Well, at least it wasn't my piloting. Okay, that's the Mayday scent. Now we sit tight and wait. After being towed to a minor station in the asteroid belt, local news feeds helped to fill in what happened. Sort of. All at once, several dozen ships had dropped out of the drift, in varying states of destruction. A few had just left the system, but most were either arriving in this system, or, like our ship, just passing by. Still, we were lucky. Imagine if we'd popped out in deep space. For several hours, drift engines would not activate. But when they did start again, those ships immediately bailed out of the drift. No one wanted to stay there because most of those ships got severely damaged. I can only imagine what they saw. A lot of different names for the event floated around till people settled on calling it the Crash, like some computer program designed by a monkey. We didn't get news from outside the system for over a month. Even messages couldn't make the journey through the drift. When news did arrive, it was on a small, automated craft, barely bigger than a cruise missile and equipped with one of the most powerful drift engines I've ever seen. Even then, the timestamp suggests it spent over a week in transit. If the drift was working again, it was much slower than before and much more dangerous. It was chaos on the station. Overtaxed life support and food demands meant it was always uncomfortably hot and humid. Emergency ration bars didn't make it any better. Scared, hungry people with nothing to do but sit and worry get unpleasant to be around. A battalion of Vesk shock troopers was edging towards violence ever since news of the Veskarium had come in. Several planets in their home system were unreachable, shrouded in a cloud of planar energy and debris called the Maw. And parts of the Aslanti Star Empire were coming into near space, sparking conflict with the Veskarium. So yeah, the Vesk were on edge. I just tried to keep my head down around them. I was running out of credits. No ship meant no way for me to take odd jobs throughout the system. I was hoping to sell salvage rights on my ship to keep me afloat, but the dockmaster took a bribe and allowed several ships to be lost. Some goblin somewhere was stripping my ship down for fortune right now, and I was left high and dry. I got a job. I would be the pilot on one of the first ships to brave the drift since the crash. It had been months, and Nimbus Mining were on the edge of bankruptcy and needed to move a shipment of ore. Crewing a ship bound for the drift was difficult in times like this, but I was just stir-crazy enough to jump at the opportunity. As the drift engine powered up, I offered one last prayer to Waden. May our travels be swift and fruitful.